and New Guinea Airport Office in Wewak ransacked. And Puma Energy reopens Autoport in Medang. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jonathan Sibona. Thank you for joining us. Sepik Provincial Police have confirmed that more than 50 youths from nearby communities unlawfully entered Boram Airport in Wewak and ransacked Air New Guinea's airport office.
According to Sepik Provincial Police Commander Superintendent Christopher Tamari's report, thieves unlawfully breached the Boram Airport airdrome at around 11 p.m. last night and ransacked Air New Guinea's airport office, causing extensive damage to company property and critical operational infrastructure. All computers and electronic devices used for passenger check-in were damaged, while cargo items and other office property were stolen. PPC Superintendent Christopher Tamari has strongly condemned the actions of those involved and says police are mobilizing reinforcement to recover any stolen property and arrest the suspects. He also confirmed that police have already identified several individuals believed to be involved and will ensure they are arrested and face the full force of the law. He assured the public that police are treating the matter as a priority and will take action to restore public confidence, maintaining safety and security. He assured the public that police are treating the matter as a priority and will take action to restore public confidence, maintaining safety and security, and reassure stakeholders and people of his Sepik province. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the National Airports Corporation has strongly condemned the unlawful actions.
The National Airports Corporation says the behavior damages critical national infrastructure and disrupts essential air services as it works with the authorities to identify and apprehend those responsible. NAC emphasized that the airport remains open, but airlines will carry out their own safety checks before confirming schedules. The safety and security of staff, passengers and airline partners remains the highest priority. Meanwhile, Air New Guinea CEO Alain Milin says senseless act of lawlessness has directly affected their ability to operate safely and efficiently into Wewak. He strongly condemns those responsible and are working closely with authorities to ensure accountability. As a precaution, Air New Guinea has suspended all flights to and from Wewak until security and operational systems are fully restored and safe. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
The National Procurement Commission yesterday launched its Corporate Plan 2026 to 2030 and the Management Action Plan 2026 under the theme strengthening efficient and transparent public procurement through digital transformation.
Finance Minister and Member for Kerema Thomas Opa expressed gratitude to National Procurement Commission staff for successfully compiling the Corporate Plan 2026 to 2030 and the Management Action Plan 2026, stating that the next challenge is to work towards achieving the goals set out in the plans.
As we launch this corporate and work plan, let us do so with unity and haste and with purpose and clarity of mission. Let us commit ourselves to building a procurement system that reflects the values of our nation in fairness, honesty, diligence and service to our people.
Opa said the launch marks a ceremony of purpose, commitment and transformation.
I'd like the MPC to also work closely with the Public-Private Partnership Center. This is a institution that we can be able to work with private sector capacity.
He further explained the challenges of data management and highlighted strategies to improve this issue.
This is the time that we are now at the crossroads for Papua New Guinea. So I think it's an opportune time for us to really look at how we can be able to migrate our systems from our archaic system into a more digitalized system.
National Procurement Commission Chief Executive Officer Joe Sapa said the 2020 to 2026 plan has expired and the newly launched plan will guide the Commission moving forward with only a few changes to the previous content.
Two fundamental documents that we should subscribe to apart from everything else. Number one is the legal framework or the act or the law, which gives us the legal mandate for our existence and what we do within the confines of that law. Second is the corporate plan. The plan guides us. The plan provides the parameters, the scope of what we do.
He also provided an update on the key activities and targets to be achieved this year.
The electronic procurement, this is our key ticket item for this year of implementation. We've been talking about e-procurement since 2023, 2024, so we're going to talk about e-procurement anymore. Let's start implement it.
A long-serving officer shared the history of the transformation from the Central Supply and Tenders Board to the National Procurement Commission.
The global shift forward is accountability, anti-corruption reforms, and digital transformation demanded in stronger institution model.
He said the NPC has changed significantly in terms of operations and management. The NPC Corporate Plan Reporting Framework provides a structured system to plan, monitor and report performance from 2026 to 2030 in alignment with the Medium-Term Development Plan for Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Puma Energy has reopened its autoport in Meding after 5 months of temporary closure. This will now enhance quality fuel supply in Meding province.
The reopening earlier this week was made possible through a business partnership between Puma Energy PNG and Kungus Petroleum Limited after a temporary closure last September.
You can keep it.
This brings the number of Puma Energy retail sites in Medang to 2. Puma Energy's General Manager Daniel Dufau said the reopening symbolizes the company's unwavering commitment to energizing communities in Papua New Guinea.
Puma Energy PNG is proud to support locally owned business in Madang. With its strong and disciplined business background, we are confident that Kungus Petroleum will manage a retail site with a high level of services and professionalism. Local businesses like Kungus Petroleum contribute to both local and national economy and help provide employment opportunities for Papua New Guineans.
Mr. Dufau also acknowledged its business partner, Kungus Petroleum. He further added that local businesses like Kungus Petroleum contribute to both the local and national economy and help provide employment opportunities for Papua New Guineans. Site manageress for Kungus Petroleum Limited, Marian Leo, thanked Puma Energy for the partnership.
Also, I can assure you on behalf of Kungus Petroleum to be a responsible flagship bearer of Puma Energy in PNG and also having a good communal public relationship and promoting business ethics. Thank you once again to Puma Energy.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Sepik and Manus provincial health authorities have recently signed a memorandum of agreement to ensure patients from both provinces can have access to health services without restrictions or boundaries.
The agreement outlines that Sepik Provincial Health Authority will receive patients referred from Manus PHA and will also release medical specialists from Sepik to assist Manus PHA on a temporary basis. Meanwhile, Manus PHA has agreed to meet the cost of rations, medical supplies, and other expenses to a fixed amount of 2,000 kina per month. Sepik Provincial Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Matthew Kaluvia said residents of Wuwulu and other islands in the western part of Manus often travels to Wewak in Sepik to seek health services.
The reason why this came up because we have number of patients from western Manus. There's western part of Manus where there's Wuwulu and Mal Islands. All these islands close proximity to Wewak. they usually come to WeWork for health service delivery, especially in the hospital. So there's a number of admission patients from this particular area. So
he highlighted that national government allocates health funding based on the population within a province. However, ASPHA receives additional patients from Manus seeking treatment.
When you look at it, when we have budget from the national government, it's all earmarked for the population within the certain provinces, for instance, for ECPIC. And therefore, we're still receiving a number of patients coming from that area. So we've come up with an arrangement to making sure that there's a sort of services provided by ECPIC, and there's no restriction for these particular people who seek the health services to the ECPIC Provincial Health.
Manus PHA Health Chairman Hans Polo said the authority is pleased with the agreement and looks forward to strengthening the partnership between the two PHAs.
I'm so happy as a newly elected chairman. We signing this agreement. Now, when you look at our island in Manus, that Western Island, it's closest to Sipik. The promise to was the basic services for Manus are all happy. It's a hard long way in transport and all this is very. But when it is close to ECP, it is good that we sign an agreement between us so we can, you plus ECP can help me, plan really me plan too.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Member for Yanguru Sausia, Richard Maru, has announced that the Yanguru Sausia district is working closely with the East Sepik Provincial Health Authority to improve and deliver quality health services across the district.
In an interview with MTV News recently, the member for Yanguru Sausia and Minister for International Trade and Commerce, Richard Maru, said the district will construct 6 major health centers. 4 of these health centers will begin construction this year, while the other 2 are scheduled to be built in 2027.
On a partnership because one, we want to use all the building standards. We are building 6 new health centers in the Yanguru Sausia district, major health centers. 4 we are building this year, next we'll be building next year. The 4 we'll be building this year. We'll be building 1 at Sembo in Numbo LLG, 1 at Chawia in East Yanguru LLG, 1 at Mare Numbo in Sauso LLG, and 1 at Wakabma in West Yanguru LLG.
He also mentioned the local level government areas where the health centers will be constructed.
We'll be building this year. We'll be building 1 at Sembo in Numbo LLG, 1 at Chawia in East Yanguru LLG, 1 at Mare Numbo in Sauso LLG, and 1 at Wakabma in West Yanguru LLG.
In addition, the district is working closely with the National Department of Health to officially launch the construction of a new Level 4 district hospital.
Working with the National Department of Health and the ECPIC PHA to launch the construction of our new district hospital, Level 4 hospital.
Minister Maru emphasized that Yanguru Sausia district is centrally located within East Sepik province, making it important to establish a Level 4 hospital.
Located within ECPIC province, and many people, including those from the Middle Sepik area, will be coming to Yanguru for services, including health. So it's very important that we build the Level 4 district hospital as soon as possible.
He said the DDA will continue to work closely with the Provincial Health Authority to implement health plans aimed at improving health standards and delivering better services to the people. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with more local stories. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nak. Yang. Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's OneTalk wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our OneTalks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's OneTalk wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Mi plasay luksabel o gender-based violence na SARF. And number 3, mi plasay luksabel o special medical projects.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the PNG Tribal Foundation.
We believe in the quote of John C. Maxwell that everything rises and falls on leadership.
So at one time, it's the most common thing, and guess what? It says, do it uncommonly well.
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National EMTV News. Bank of Papua New Guinea yesterday announced the issuance of license certificates to 2 payment service providers and 1 microfinance institution, marking a significant step in expanding access to safe, reliable and inclusive financial services for Papua New Guineans.
At a license presentation ceremony held in Port Moresby, BPNG Governor Elizabeth Genia formally presented Payment Services License to Digitech PNG Financial Services Limited and Omega Pay My Bills PNG Limited. A microfinance institution license was also granted to Lower Oak Teddy Microbank Limited. A PSP license enables financial institutions to provide users with the ability to securely store money, make payments, and transfer funds directly from their mobile phones without a traditional bank account. Similarly, microfinance takes deposits and provides lending to small businesses that lack access to traditional credit opportunities. Genia said the expansion of licensed payment services means greater convenience, faster transactions, and improved access to digital financial services for our people, including those in the rural and remote areas. Governor Genia reminded the newly licensed institutions that as regulated entities, they are required to maintain strong oversight, effective governance and strict compliance with all regulatory requirements and anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing obligations. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
Caritas Enga has officially launched its 2026 Training and Awareness Program for a free, fair and peaceful 2027 National General Election, along with its 5-year strategic plan in Wabeg, Enga Province.
The training and awareness program is aimed at promoting peaceful participation and responsible engagement by communities and stakeholders in preparation for the 2027 National General Election. Head of the Wabe Catholic Diocese, Reverend Bishop Justin A. Nsungi, said that apart from addressing major social issues such as sorcery accusation-related violence, gender-based violence, and tribal fighting, Caritas Enga will now also focus on ensuring a peaceful election in 2027.
A program by Biblai launching blog free, fair, and safe election 2027. Biblai like carry out all of this year. Make him by election of 2027 and by come up also one peaceful election.
Bishop Sungi further appealed to individuals, including candidates for the 2027 election, to cooperate with the Caritas team to ensure a free, fair and safe election in the province. Caritas volunteers and frontline workers from all 6 districts will carry out awareness program throughout 2026 in their respective communities ahead of the 2027 election. Enga Deputy Governor Jerry Paul Philip said the provincial government will fully support the awareness program moving forward.
The provincial government, stand up strong supporting to churches.
The awareness program aims to prevent practices such as setting up campaign houses, accepting bribes, selling votes, blocking vote, and bringing guns into polling areas. Through this initiative, Caritas Enga aims to work closely with the Electoral Commission, government institutions, community leaders, churches, and development partners to promote peace and inclusiveness in the 2027 electoral process. The launch was officiated by Caritas PNG National Director Charlotte Vada with representatives from the Enga Provincial Government and Administration, the Enga Electoral Commission Office, other stakeholders, and Caritas volunteers in attendance. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Wabek.
Communities in Trans-Gogol LLG have welcomed vital health support after Medan Governor Ramsey Pariva delivered funding assistance to Bemal Aid Post, strengthening medical services for remote villages.
Medan Governor Ramsey Pariva has honored his commitment to assist Bemal Aid Post in Ward 4 of Trans-Gogol LLG. Governor Pariva recently presented over 21,000 kina to purchase medical drug storage equipment for the rural facility. Aid Post Chairman Waskap Mumulao thanked the governor, describing the funding as timely and essential to safely store medication for patients. The governor traveled by road to Bemal village, where he attended a Lutheran church service before officially handing over the check. Ward 4 member Joseph Yohan acknowledged the governor's support, noting that the aid post serves not only Bemal, Jobto by Sarik, but also patients from Usinobundi and Middle Ramu districts. Governor Pariwa clarified that while health services fall under the Provincial Health Authority, he could not ignore urgent needs. He said 10 million kina PSIP allocations must be shared across 6 districts and remains insufficient to meet all demands. The governor urged patience and faith as development continues across the province. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Gerahu General Hospital has received the official handover of its newly renovated Medical Records Office, valued over 30,000 kina from Pacific RE, marking a significant boost in strengthening health service delivery for the community.
The renovation project, valued at a total cost of 32,000 kina 32 toya, has transformed the medical records building of Gerahu General Hospital into a modern, functional space that will enhance patient data management and improve efficiency across the hospital operations. Speaking at the handover ceremony, NCDPHA Chief Executive Officer Dr. Robin Oge emphasized the importance of the project. He said the renovation is an investment in the integrity of the provincial health system. He added that accurate and secure medical records are the backbone of a quality health care. He expressed gratitude to Pacific Reef for their partnership in ensuring that the hospital is better equipped to serve the people of Port Moresby and beyond. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Communities in Usino Bundi district celebrated a milestone in education as Medeng member Ramsey Pariwa officially opened a new double classroom at Oro Primary School.
Medellin Governor Honorable Ramsey Pariwa cut the ribbon to commission a newly built double classroom at Ono Primary School in Usino, LLG. During the ceremony, Governor Pariwa also announced a 50,000 kina financial assistance to the school, acknowledging decades of self-reliance by the Soma Ugaria community in building their children's learning environment. He commended the school for wisely utilizing its tuition fee-free subsidy to construct a double classroom and a teacher's house. Governor Pariwa said the community's efforts demonstrated responsible use of government funds and reflected a spirit of self-reliance rather than dependence on handouts. He reminded the people that the resources must be shared equally across 6 districts, noting that a 10 million PSIP allocation must benefit all. The governor was accompanied by Acting Provincial Education Director Alphonse Igag and Rural Police Commander Senior Inspector Peter Gorek. Mr. Igag officially opened a new teacher's house. Community leader John Coty welcomed the delegation and requested support to elevate the school to junior high status. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Tertiary students in South Flight District have taken a bold step toward community development, organizing a major cleanup in Daru while promoting education leadership and human resource growth.
An inaugural student-led cleanup was held recently in Daru, South Flight District of Western Province. The initiative, described as the first of its kind in over a decade, brought together approximately 176 students, with numbers rising close to 200 following participation from Yaru Vocational Center. Students cleaned public areas, including the town center, market spaces, and drains around shops and bank. Major sponsorship was provided by the Sustainable Development Program, while the Western Provincial Health Authority supplied limited gloves and masks. Organizers said the program was designed to discourage students from wasting holidays and instead encourage civic responsibility and community engagement. Prior to the cleanup, awareness visits were conducted in villages focusing on education pathways, youth motivation, cocoa projects, and climate change. Despite supply shortages and limited business support, organizers plan to register a South Flight District Students Association to conduct future cleanups, fundraising, and development projects. They are now appealing to the leaders and authorities to invest in youth initiatives and strengthen human resource and development across the province and the district. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. Now moving to overseas news. Pakistan says its military operations inside Afghanistan is ongoing as tensions between the two neighbors spiral.
Well, we're starting to get a clearer picture of the scale of these strikes and the competing claims from both sides. Now, Pakistan says it launched air and ground strikes targeting what it calls militant bases. It accuses the Afghan Taliban of sheltering fighters from a group known as the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, which has carried out deadly attacks inside Pakistan. Now, the Pakistani military claims more than 270 Taliban officials have been killed since Thursday night, and that it's taken control of 18 military positions. The Taliban in Afghanistan denies harboring militants. It says 55 Pakistani soldiers have been killed in retaliatory attacks, and that it's captured several border posts. And as you'd expect, both governments are flatly rejecting the other's versions of events. What we can independently see is the impact on civilians. Verified video from Western Kabul shows thick black smoke rising above a residential area that contains government and military buildings.
We were all asleep when the plane came very low. As soon as I heard the sound of the aircraft, I got up from my place. I saw the plane descend and drop 2 bombs. Then it went back up again. It was around 2 a.m. All of us, including the women, ran downstairs.
Neither side has provided details about civilian deaths, but footage from a hospital near the Pakistani border shows wounded people filling beds after an airstrike there. For many Afghans, this is deeply unsettling. The country's already struggling with poverty and hunger, especially since international aid fell away after the Taliban returned to power. The Taliban's chief spokesman says they want to resolve their issues through dialogue with Pakistan, but there's also deep mistrust. And we've seen this cycle before. Militant attacks inside Pakistan, followed by Pakistani attacks inside Afghanistan, and then retaliation. For now, there's no clear off-ramp, and fears that this cycle could harden into something much more prolonged.
US President Donald Trump says he's pleased with Iran and has again called on a routine to make a deal on its nuclear program.
Talks have been taking place in Geneva with further discussions planned next week. Washington has been building up its forces in the Middle East, sparking fears the US could soon launch a strike on Iran. The Islamic regime insists its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes and has repeatedly denied it's seeking a bomb. Mr. Trump says the US isn't getting the right answer in the negotiations.
Not happy with the negotiation. They just don't want to. They don't want to say the key words, we're not going to have a nuclear weapon. They have to say, we're not going to have a nuclear weapon. and they just can't quite get there. They want to enrich a little bit. You don't have to enrich when you have that much oil. So I'm not happy with the negotiation.
Israel's Supreme Court has frozen a government ban on 37 foreign aid agencies working in Gaza until it reaches a ruling.
The walking wounded are on every street in Gaza, struggling to get treatment in the war-ravaged Strip's hospitals.
When I was wounded, I waited for 8 days in Al-Shifa hospital. No one even looked at me over there. When I was taken to MSF, they did the operation on the next day.
Jibril counts Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders, with saving his leg. But if they're kicked out of Gaza, he fears the worst.
If MSF shuts down, I swear to God I'll lose my leg. Where shall I go to? To whom? If MSF shuts down, I'll die.
It's among almost 40 organisations Israel's trying to force to close after refusing to comply with demands to hand over detailed staff information.
We have no understanding of how this list will be used, to who it will be shared, or anything like this.
The Israeli government accuses MSF of employing staff linked to militant groups. MSF denies this. Last year, it says it treated 800,000 Palestinians in Gaza, and it's responsible for 1 in 5 hospital beds across the Strip, as well as specialist medical services.
The Gaza health system is on its knees. It's completely destroyed. Not even half of the hospital are still operating, and they are just partially operating.
I wish I could also get a prosthetic limb. I made a request for treatment abroad, and I'm now waiting.
Israeli authorities insist aid delivery into Gaza won't change if MSF and other agencies close down, but it hasn't detailed how service delivery will be maintained.
There is a system that is being broken, and we don't know how this will be replaced.
For Palestinians in Gaza, that's the big question, still unanswered.
Large part of South Australia remains on flood watch this morning with intense rainfall focus statewide.
We've seen some dramatic rain overnight here in Whyalla on the Eyre Peninsula, which has been drought affected for months, like most of South Australia. And that rainfall is set to increase in the next 24 hours, where heavy rainfall could lead to flash flooding that's likely to impact most of the state. Authorities are saying that it's shaping up to be one of the most significant rainfall events in the state's history. I've just come from Mackay in tropical North Queensland, and the past week has felt like a typical wet season, very hot, very humid, and that's because this system actually begun in the top end and has lingered in the interior for about a week now, and that's caused some dramatic rainfall totals over some parts of that region. We heard numbers of up to 200 millimetres, which is significant rainfall for that part of the country, which usually would only expect 100 to 250 millimetres annually. So those numbers were clocked in just a few days. Now that same system is sweeping southeast and is set to hit the Eyre Peninsula, York Peninsula and Kangaroo Island today, where we could see isolated falls of up to 120 millimetres. For Adelaide, they're expecting that system to sweep in on Sunday through to Monday, where they could see totals of up to 100 millimetres. The SES are urging people to not unnecessarily drive on the roads, and they say that people should keep up to date with the Bureau of Meteorology in what they're calling a highly unusual and highly unpredictable weather system.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're Gold Nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack, get a burst of Gold Nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of Gold Nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Mi plasay luksabel o gender-based violence na SARV. And number 3, mi plasay luksabel ang all special medical projects.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the PNG Tribal Foundation.
We believe in the quote of John C. Maxwell that everything rises and falls on leadership.
Turn up on time. It's the most common thing, and guess what? It says, do it uncommonly well.
That's on Monday night.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. K92 Mining Limited has applauded the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government, PNG hunters and the stakeholders for successful Host Cup trial match against the Ipswich Jets in Goroka last weekend.
K92 Mining Limited extends its appreciation to the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government, SP PNG hunters, PNG RFL, members of the disciplinary forces, community leaders, and supporting partners for the successful delivery of the pre-season Rugby League match between the SP PNG hunters and the Ipswich Jets at the National Sports Institute in Goroka. The event attracted thousands of supporters from across the islands and Momasa regions, showcasing the passion and unity that Rugby League continues to bring to Papua New Guinea. K92 Mining played a key role by assisting with logistics, funding and facilitating participation for youth groups, schools and local Rugby League officials from K92 and surrounding communities. Nearly 100 complimentary tickets were provided, granting many first-time spectators the opportunity to witness a professional level Rugby League match. The match marked only the second O's Plus Cup fixture over held in Highlands, following the country round match between the SP PNG Hunters and East Tigers in Wabeg in 2019. Pakatambu at Tukai Sports.
Despite wet ground conditions at EP Park, the Hola off-season Rugby League matches delivered exciting games, followed by state of origin clashes aimed at scouting emerging talents.
The matches attracted strong support from teams and spectators, with organisers pleased with the overall standard of competition. In an interview with Tukai Sports, Hola off-season games president Kambi Ingiman provided an update on the progress of the off-season matches.
All off-season, I think
Now I'm last 4 round now. Top 16 going to playoff, going to final.
Ingiman also highlighted the turnout, saying it was encouraging and showed the growing interest in the competition despite weather conditions.
Supporters, spectators, all come watching game, support the game, and then in game and run all right. No cross or fight or dispute against the game or kind of second. Game run smooth now. We prepare finishing the game on time. I know now. And then game working now, plenty of SME now. Helping all market, all mama, all Salim boy, smoke, wara, cordial, all drinks number.
He also noted on the state of origin matches, which serves as a pathway for player development, giving young talents exposure into higher competitions within the city and beyond.
Side blow stage of origin, me blow picking best blow, blues all off season. So all off season, big blow, strong blow competition inside the NCDC current now. And then from opposition all play awesome. From opposition all play pathway through opposition. I'm just opposition and boring, so maybe creating the initiative, picking best out of the opposition, creating blues and maroons. So in that blues and maroons, we try and talk on them all diesel cap or management, all coach, kind of at least all can come watch him game, pick him on some good role talent or play low.
President Ingiman thanked key figures behind the scenes who have been supportive and instrumental in giving back to the whole community through Rugby League.
Thank you, NCDC Governor. Continue support all our season. Now, Blues and Maroons, Rio Engineering. Me to thank you, big thank you, Richard Sumalate. Funding the initiative, supporting the initiative, NCDC Governor Paus Pakop. Big thank you, Richard Sumalate. At least you go pass, politics or on something you come, but good passing, come back again, give him community, help him all youths. Me to big thank you, Rio Engineering.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Yum!
Stir fry for you and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your #1 to watch.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Excitement is building for the Papua New Guinea Hunters with a number of new players set to wear the Hunters jersey for the 2026 Host Plus Cup season. The club launched its season yesterday at Nature Park in Port Moresby with 28 players named in the squad.
Hunters Chief Executive Officer Scott Barker says the team is building on last season's performance with greater effort being made to strengthen development pathways.
We're a pathway for young Papua New Guineans. We're the cornerstone of country's rugby league future, and as we build towards the PNG Chiefs entering in the NRL in 2028.
He says Hunters is a Papua New Guinean team, and one of the highlights of his time with the club was taking a match outside of Port Moresby, which he described as a good start for the season.
In 2026, we take the next step. Stronger standards, deeper pathways, and an even greater connection to our communities.
Hunters head coach Paul Aiton, who announced the squad, says this year's team is new and full of talent.
See the new boys, so you see a lot of new flavours coming to the team, a lot of new skill levels.
He added that although many of the players are new, they have shown strong effort during training camp, and he believes the team will have a good season.
The older boys that have been around are stepping up their game, carrying the new boys along, and the new boys are meeting them as well. A lot of new players, and I thought they rose to the occasion as well.
Aiton also named several development players who will be part of the squad this season. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
The Public Sevens netball competition wrapped up in style with thrilling grand final matches at the Rita Flynn courts, drawing strong support from teams, officials and supporters.
Public Sevens netball competition delivered thrilling actions in its grand finals at the Rita Flynn courts, with teams battling it out for top honours in a lively atmosphere. Players displayed skill, teamwork and determination, highlighting the growth and competitiveness of the competition. Trukai Sports caught up with the president of the Public Sevens netball competition, who gave an insight into the overall competition and its successful finish with the grand final showdown.
The Public Service Netball Association has been around for the last 36 years. We've had 7 divisions last season. This season we have 11 divisions because of the new inclusion with the mixed division. So there's about 11 teams in the mixed division alone. And for the first time we've had the men playing in the association, in the competition. We have had some new teams coming on board too as well, which have increased our membership.
The president also noted the strong turnout throughout the competition, saying participation numbers remain consistent and encouraging from the opening rounds to the finals.
Trials in October last year, the turnout was really good. That kind of set off the pace for the competition for the season. We've had some support from sponsors. NCDC, Ilimo, Crown Hotel, Theodis, recently from Southern Cross Insurance. Great support from the corporate bodies as well. For today, come the grand final, you'll see the top 2 competing for their spot in the upper division. So we've got the Premier Division as the cream of the crop. And then we've got the mixed division after that. So we're encouraging all the men, all our colleagues, the public servant men to come on board and come and have a game or two. Netball is not just a sport for women. Men can play as well. So
with the success of the competition, she thanked key stakeholders and sponsors for coming on board and supporting the event, acknowledging their vital contribution to its smooth delivery.
I acknowledge my committee members who've been working full-time behind the scenes. Stage Wave, who's done the fantastic setup today for their support. We've got the awards night next week at the APEC House on the 7th of March, which we're inviting the media to as well. They'll have a table, so we're looking forward to that. So all the awards will be done.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Miplasay luksabel o gender-based violence na SARF. And number 3, Miplasay luksabel ang all special medical projects.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with the PNG Tribal Foundation.
We believe in the quote of John C. Maxwell that everything rises and falls on leadership.
Turn up on time. It's the most common thing, and guess what? It says, do it uncommonly well.
That's on Monday night.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Daru partly cloudy, chances of few showers tonight. Kerema partly cloudy with some rain showers in the night. Alotau cloudy with rain and possible thunderstorms with afternoon to evening. And Popondetta cloudy with rain showers, clearing to fine later tonight. In the Momase region, Ley City mostly cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang cloudy periods with some rain and thunderstorms tonight. Wewak some rain showers with afternoon clearing to mostly fine tonight. And Vanimo mostly fine. In the NGI region, Lorengau chances of few showers this afternoon, clearing to mostly fine. Kavieng cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopen Rabaul cloudy period with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe some rain with possible thunderstorms. And Buka cloudy with rain and possible thunderstorms. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, some rain with possible thunderstorms this afternoon to evening, easing to cloudy period. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa becoming cloudy with some rain showers and isolated thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 28th of February 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.